Welcome guys into my home today. I have a wonderful recipe for you. We are going to make us some Philly steaks today. So I have me some steak here. I have some sub bread. I also have some sweet onions here.
Oh, I smell fresh food.
I got some mushrooms.
I smell fresh food. What's going on in here?
Oh, I'm finna make me some Philly steaks.
Just yourself? That's rude.
Oh, I'm gonna make you some too.
You ain't
Say
gonna
hi
get
to my
guess.
fans.
How
Say
you
hi to
doing?
my
My name
fans.
is Vaughn. Of course, you already know. You feel me? It is cold in Michigan currently, so I have a winter hat on. Didn't have to wear a winter hat in a couple months now, but you know, I'm here. You know, I'm just living my life. You know, if you in Pontiac, you want to start with me, hit me up. Let's get it.
Now why you put that on my video?
It's like
You gonna put that on my video?
they got the steak. What type of steak is that? That's like what type of meat?
Like
That like good steak meat?
Oh yeah. You
Prime
can buy
steak,
it,
huh?
Yeah, you buy it in the frozen section.
Okay.
And it comes like this, but you
I
just
thought
have
you
to,
sliced that yourself.
You break it loose, and you're gonna watch what it does when it cuts down.
Okay, bet.
It tastes wonderful.
Bet.
So I have some sweet onions over here I am going to put in there. I got some mushrooms cut up and some green onions. And these are sweet onions. And sweet onions, when you cook them, they get dark. So,
Well, my mama haven't cooked. Well, I've been here for what, 2 days now?
yeah.
She haven't cooked yet. You know, this her first her first time cooking 2 days. So I haven't ate yet. You know, I've been starving myself, just waiting for her cooking. So I'm hungry. I'll be back when it's done. I trust me. I'll smell it from the back. Okay.
All right.
Or is this screaming me?
Okay, guys, that's my son, Von. You guys know him. So we are going to get right into this video and make us a wonderful meal. So as you can see, the steak is cooking. And this steak usually fall to pieces, guys, once you start cooking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little drop of olive oil to kind of kick up that flavor a little bit. I got me some accent. We're going to throw that on there. We're going to put a little natural season on there. Then we're going to put us a little Lari salt. You don't want too much, just to kick that flavor up. Put us some pepper on there, guys. Just stir your steak up so it can break up nicely for you. Now, you could buy this steak in the frozen section. They got many brands. So I didn't show you guys what brand it was. And I apologize for that. And this in this glass is a little beef broth. And we're going to add that in there, a little drop or two. And we're going to let it cook. So then I am going to put a little sweet onions in there. Just a few in there and let them cook down. These onions get black when you cook them, guys. I don't do a lot of cooking with them, but sometimes I use them with certain recipes. I got some green onions here. Now what would go great with this recipe is some green peppers. But I cook with green peppers every once in a while. So over here I got me some mushrooms. And when you cook with mushrooms, you know, mushrooms make their own gravy. So we're gonna throw some of them in there. You know what, guys? We're just gonna throw the whole handful in there, because we're making us some Philly steaks. So Philly steaks have onions in them and green peppers, and so we want us a nice flavor. So we're just gonna add all of that into our recipe here. And as you can see, it's cooking down. So we want this meat to cook down. And this meat take about maybe 5 to 6 minutes to cook. And we are going to take our bread and we are going to put it over here. And when I eat Philly steaks, guys, I like my bread brown, like toasted a little bit. So I got me some butter here. And we are going to throw us a cup of bread in there, buns in there, rather, sub buns, into this pot here, and we're going to brown. Okay? So as you see, we got some, our steak is breaking up. Can you see the steak breaking up, guys? Sorry guys, I'm kind of rusty today. I haven't made a video in a couple days. It was my birthday a couple days ago, so I've been really, really busy with family and friends and having such a wonderful time. So we are going to let our steak and our onions and our green peppers and mushrooms just cook all together. And while we're cooking that, we're going to get us some bread and kind of brown it a little bit. So I have the mini sub bread. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to open it up and we're going to brown it a little bit on both sides. And I'm going to brown that bread for you so you can see how it come out. So we got our steak cooking good here. Okay guys, let's check our bread. Wonderful. So guys, after you brown your bread, you're gonna put your nice cook. Make sure your steak is cooked all the way down, and make sure it's well done. Okay. So like I said, this steak is located in the frozen department of any market. And when you look for it, it's going to say Philly steak on the container that it comes in. So you see how good our bread is coming out. It's brown on both sides. So So we're going to take that one out. That is going to be for Mr. Von Bun. So we're going to brown our bread. I like my bread brown. And this is a little chicken broth that I mixed together. So I am going to drop a couple more little drops in there. And I'm going to let this cook down real nicely. So after my Philly steak cooked down, guys, I am going to put it on my bread. And then I am going to put my mozzarella cheese on top, and it should melt. So as you can see, you see how our meat broke up? The frozen meat just broke up. The steak. And we got our mushrooms in there, and our green onions, and our sweet onions, I call them. And we brown our bread on both sides. Let me show you guys this bread. It's brown on both sides. So what are you going to do is you're going to put your steak in your bread, and then you are going to add on top your mozzarella cheese or any white cheese that you like. Okay. Also, when you brown your bread, you put a little butter into your pan and just brown it. Then that way, when you put your steak onto your bread, to your sub bread, and then you put your cheese on top, it should melt because your meat is going to be good and hot. Once again, make sure you cook this meat down really good and make sure that it is done. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to let you see how good this Philly steak meat come out. Guys, you can brown this some more. I would let it cook down some more. I'm going to let it cook down some more. And then I am going to put it on my bread. And I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese on top. Instead of using water, I would use something like beef broth. Because water takes the taste away from this meat for some reason. So I would use like a beef broth with my meat. And let me see, can I show you the outcome of this? So we got our Philly steak here. And we are going to try it. So we want that to cook down a little more. Yeah. Because you know mushrooms make it its own gravies, guys, too. I want to tell you that. So I'm going to try to drain some of this juice we got. So we got us a nice, your mushrooms is done. We got our green onions, but once again, you could use green peppers, white onions, whatever your taste, whatever you like, will work out great. So I am going to put this cheese on top. I'm going to show you how fast this cheese is going to melt. So your cheese should really melt. You got you a good Philly steak cheese sandwich here. And the cheese should just melt automatically for you. But anyway, it turned out pretty good. So if you want to, you could just let it set up for about, just set it on the table somewhere for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then your cheese should melt for you. Or if not, you can put your sub in the microwave and just let your cheese melt. But I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And while this is still cooking, I want to show you. You see your broth in here? You see that brown broth? Okay. I would let it cook down some more, guys. Let all that cook out. But don't just let it dry up, because you want a little juice in there. Alright. Guys, thanks for coming into my kitchen and keeping me company. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And be safe out there, guys. See you on the next video.